The Attleboro Public Library recently promoted a longtime employee to a key leadership position. Amy Rhilinger became the library's new assistant director on Tuesday. Amy has been working at the library since 2002, first serving as assistant children's librarian before becoming the young adult services coordinator. Amy brings with her a great amount of experience in community outreach and will continue working with the community as assistant director of the library. We spoke with Amy about what she hopes to accomplish in her new position.
So I started at the library in 2002. I was the assistant children's librarian, and I helped out Crystal Brown, who is the head librarian downstairs. And we did a lot of programming and collection development, which is just sort of library speak for buying books for kids. And it worked out really well. After a while, we decided that the middle school kids were having, which is my focus, the middle school kids are my focus. Some of them didn't want to be caught dead in the kids' room. And so my job title changed a bit to the Young Adult Services Coordinator, which means I sort of was my own sort of floating department, and I would sometimes work in kids and sometimes work on the third floor, sometimes work in reference in the circulation desk and sort of catch the kids wherever they were at. I was also able to go into the schools in individual classrooms and do full grade presentations to encourage middle school kids to come to the library. It worked really well, and we've seen a lot more kids of that age in the library. They're checking out more stuff, they're coming in asking more questions, really exciting. And then in doing that, we started a few programs that were like poetry. We did some poetry celebrations that were started out for kids, but then adults wanted in, and so we were like, okay, the adults can come. And so yeah, I've reached a lot of different groups doing lots of different things here. They did a search for the assistant director, and the search was focused on someone with community outreach background or experience sort of being out in the community. They did not find anyone with sort of a library background and a community focus background. They reopened the search for people who did not have like a master's degree in library science, sort of a broader range of candidates. And so I applied for that. I'm not quite finished with my master's degree in library science, so I wasn't eligible the first time. However, in trying to get middle school students in here, I have gone to every organization, every individual who will listen to me saying, you know, what do you have to offer kids? How can we pair up with the library? And so I've done digital storytelling with DoubleACS. I've done programs with Oak Knoll Audubon Sanctuary, with the Art Museum, with the schools, with St. John's, with the Historic Preservation Society, lots of different organizations, the Rec Center. And so really that's my specialty here at the library, is going out into the community and showing off what we have to offer, and also inviting people in to do programs and to partner. So starting Tuesday, I am the assistant director here. It was pretty exciting in that our director was on vacation the first day of my new job, but it works out well. I've been here for a long time. I've worked with the staff for a long time. We really work together well. There's a lot of you know, camaraderie and working together and collaboration. And I'll continue my work on the Big Read, which starts on Saturday, and which is a lot of outreach, a lot of coordinating events throughout the city. Our previous assistant director got a library-focused grant on working with underserved audiences, so we have a lot of program coming up in the next few months, next year actually, working with folks who do not speak English as their first language. So lots of outreach to different cultures in our city, and doing literacy programming, more collection development, finding materials in various languages for various ages, cultural programming in the library, visiting people in a more comfortable location for them, whether it be their church or their Portuguese American club or whatever it is, just going out there and saying, hey, come visit us. There are a lot of people in the city who are uncomfortable visiting the library or intimidated by visiting the library. So I do my best to make people comfortable asking questions and making sure that they know we don't expect them to know how to find exactly the right book that they're looking for, exactly the right magazine, or, you know, the librarians are here to answer their questions and help them. And I do that at public service desks now, so now I'll just bring it out into the community. The library in 2013 is not the library that was here 10 years ago or 20 years ago or when I was a kid. It's not just a building full of books. It's really tons of resources for information, for recreation, and all of our staff is here willing to answer questions. I was at the reference desk the other night and I helped people print out pictures for their lockers. We were getting information on the vote in Syria, just printing out resumes, looking for volunteer work in the city, like so many different things. Oftentimes people sort of apologize before they ask questions, like I don't want to interrupt you. I want people to know that's why we're here. Like we want to answer your questions. We want to give you as much help as you need. The library kids feel like my kids a lot of times, and so now as the assistant director I have a bigger audience and I can help not just the kids but everybody as they grow. I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it.